Well, the Game 1 curses continue for the Toronto Raptors as they lose 97-83 to the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Raptors didn't play well offensively. They were nowhere to be found. You know, they had a really rough first quarter, only scoring 22 points and giving up 30. Whereas in the second quarter, you scored 29 and you only gave up 16. Very good. So you were leading by, I think it was like 5 or something at the half. You know, and then the third quarter, again, you fall apart. You only score 19. You give up 29. Fourth quarter, you score 13 points. They had a really, really, really rough second half. And I mean, in total, when you shoot the ball, when you shoot 36% and 22% from three, it's very difficult to win games. And it didn't help that the Raptors missed 9 free throws. That's never a good thing. And another thing that's a problem, they had 10 turnovers, but not only it's not the amount of turnovers that's the problem, it's the points off the turnovers that were the issue. I think they had like 17 or something like that off of turnovers. It was crazy. Only 15 assists to Milwaukee's 22 assists in this one. But a big reason, Giannis Antetokounmpo did a fantastic job. Really, their whole team did a really good job boxing out the Raptors and making them just pass around, causing, tip passes. There was a lot of passes that got tipped out of play, and we were always in short clock situations. Serge Ibaka had a decent night, though. 19 points, 14 rebounds on 8 of 14 shooting. He was good. And DeRozan had 27 points, 8 boards. But Kyle Lowry, offensively, had a really, really rough night. 4 points, 2 boards, 6 assists on 2 of 11 shooting, which is 18%. He had a rough night. JV had 9 points, 9 boards. That's not the JV in the playoffs we're used to. But just offensively, the Raptors didn't really get anything going. And a question that I have and am shocked about, why did it take till the fourth quarter, till like 5-6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, for Norman Powell to take the court? It didn't really make much sense to me why it took that long for it to happen. Because that guy is a spark plug in the playoffs. We've seen it. He's a great player. We've seen it since he's joined the team. Nothing was working in the first quarter. It was okay in the second half. Third quarter, it wasn't great. So put him in the fourth quarter even, or give him second unit minutes. He's a great player, and he deserved to play. But you wait until the team is in a huge hole and you try and get him in there to help your team lift it up. It was too late. But we've seen it in the past how when Norman Powell gets put in late, things don't go too well. When he starts or when he's off the bench but playing most of the game, playing 20-odd minutes, 15, 20 minutes, things go well. But that's not really that's not the main issue. The main issue is that the Raptors did not shoot the ball well. There were times where they didn't shoot the ball when they should have. Late in the game, Lowry, he got the ball right underneath the net. No one's around him. He decided to kick it to Powell, who faked it out. The defender goes behind him. Easy 2 jump shot. No, he decides to drive on 2 guys and doesn't get the shot, and they come back. They weren't, their head wasn't there tonight. Offensively they weren't great. There was times where defensively the communication wasn't off. You saw at one play, they were swinging around to try and get a corner 3. Carroll drove to the basket. Patrick Patterson threw it to the corner thinking Carroll's going to be there. No one's even close to being there. It's just something didn't seem right. Like I said, the second quarter, they were great. The defense was great. They only gave up 16. Offense, they scored 29. They were on par. But again, you can't just play 12 minutes of a game. You've got to play a full 48 minutes for your team to win. And Milwaukee, give the Bucks credit. They outplayed the Raptors in this one. They outshot the Raptors. For goodness sakes, Brogdon was fantastic, knocking down 3 after 3. He had 16 points, and he was 4 of 7 from 3. He was fantastic. Antetokounmpo, we know what we're going to see from him from everywhere. That whenever that guy drives or has an open lane or a lane in general, good luck. Make that guy settle for jumpers. And in this game, Chris Middleton is a guy that usually struggles. Or, excuse me, he doesn't usually struggle, right? He's had a very good season, and he's a great player. He only had 10 points in this game, and he shot 4 of 15 for 26%. But you couldn't capitalize. It was a rough one. Offensively, like we've said, the Raptors were nowhere to be found. The first round curses continue. I honestly thought they were going to break it tonight. They were going to break that stupid curse. But it didn't happen. But as you do in the regular season, you have to do in the playoffs, and you have to do it every game. Have a short memory. Hit the practice floor because you have 2 days off. And then you play Tuesday, game 2. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off, right? Like I said, 7 o'clock on Tuesday. Again, I mean, the Raptors need a win. I don't know if you guys can hear the flipping airplane or helicopter going over top. Right in the middle of the recording. Unbelievable. But nonetheless, you know, the Raptors play, obviously, like I said, Tuesday night. All right? And they when I say they need a win, I mean, I think there's no question about it that they need to win that game because you don't want to go back to Milwaukee down 0-2, losing both on your home court. I think the Raptors got to come out flying offensively and take it to the Milwaukee Bucks and outscore them, but play solid defense. Like, I mean, they only give up 97 points in this game, which ain't bad. You know, and Milwaukee did only shoot 45%, 39% from 3, so nothing too eye-popping crazy. But you just didn't shoot the ball well enough. That's really what it was tonight. Couldn't get the big stops, but they couldn't get the big shots. Tough night. Very tough night. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you were frustrated with this game just like I was, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. I mean, what could you pinpoint as some of the main issues from this one? Let me know in the comments, and we'll talk to you guys later tonight, Leafs edition, as Game 2 of their playoffs. Because Washington Capitals, they're looking to even up the series, and I'm sorry I sound like a complete flippin' moron. Hopefully this goes very soon, and I have a normal voice back. But they're looking up to even up the series, coming back to the Air Canada Center. Also, Blue Jays edition, tomorrow afternoon, as they're looking to even up that series against the Baltimore Orioles and get the split, which would be a godsend at this point, the way they're playing. And also, like we've said, Raptors edition, Tuesday, Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, 7 o'clock tip-off. If I didn't say Tuesday night, I'll say it again. They play Tuesday night. Looking for a split series going to Milwaukee. We have to get that one. We'll see you guys then.